Yes. And this is stated by another volunteer, creative team,
Louder.
Louder. The Manhattan shelter is in shambles. Kennel staff are overwhelmed. They welcome and thank volunteers who offer to give the animals basic care. The shelter manager says in the story, they never give problems, and when their shifts are over, they don't move. As volunteers, we feel we're doing the right thing. But ACC upper management takes time to get us feedback. They send us complaints, warnings, threats, but never a simple thank you. Today is especially awful. Dogs are literally swimming in our feces and urine. There have been lots of cases of diarrhea, an impossible situation. Uncooked cats and kittens have it equally as bad. I see big dogs jammed into tiny cages. Animals shown in were supposed to be temporary cages that line the hallways. But these temporary cages are very permanent now. Can't we agree that ACC animals deserve at least a basic minimum care? But what ACC offers is disgraceful. Can't we agree that the volunteer program is a disaster? Relations between volunteers and perpetrators are poisonous. Members of the ACC board, the ACC board is sinking. Enough of the cover-ups. Why do you continue to protect the Department of Health and mayor, and even yourselves as ACC directors? Shame on all of you.
Exactly. Get lost.
Okay. Dr. Farley, Ms. Banks, members of the board, fellow compassionate animal lovers, I appreciate the opportunity here to speak. For the past several years, I've been looking at the workings of ACC in regards to the numbers that are coming out, and I actually felt pretty good for a while. Going from a 73% kill rate down to a 33% kill rate in the city of New York, in a city the size of New York,
Can't believe it.
was very impressive, and again, we've made progress. However, I feel that we have run into a wall with trying to improve and get to our commitment to no kill, and that we are running the risk of having a first-rate, second-rate animal welfare system in the city of New York. Periodically, I've donated to the ACC in past, and like I said, the stories seem to be good. However, when you start looking at these individual animals that are out there and what's coming out on the youth list, it's just mind-boggling, especially when you think about protocols that are set up by the Maddie's Funds, the Alzheimer protocol, and different areas and philosophies around no-kill, what we are doing for treatable and non-treatable, curable animals that are being euthanized. So, for example, during the period of, now I'm also a numbers guy, but I'm actually going to give you numbers. During the period of June 1st to June 17th, out of 88 dogs that were euthanized, 38 of these, or 43%, had been diagnosed with upper respiratory infections or kennel cough and were rated a no concern or mild. Truly a dog that was adoptable but simply caught a cold. If you look at those numbers and that 43% rate and apply it to the number of dogs that were destroyed in 2010, that equates to about 1,600 dogs that if we tried a little bit harder to save these dogs, which at some point we're committed to by 2015, that's 1,600 dogs that would still be alive today, because of, that we're not really trying for it. So we really need to do something to help these animals, and I'm very concerned about these dogs and cats that are coming down with colds. We need to be able to get these shelters clean to prevent, excuse me, to prevent, them from catching these things and being put onto the youth list. So, in closing, I appreciate your time, and like I said, I think it's something that we really need to make improvements on.
I want to thank everybody for coming out today. My name is Jolene Estrada. I'm not with an organization. I work with Kay Riviello of NYC ACC. I don't know anything about the numbers in Wall Street. I don't know about legislation. I don't know about laws. All I know is that animals are dying, and they're not supposed to be dying in our care. On June 7th, started out for me like any other day. I had a job interview for an animal clinic in New Jersey. I went to my feral colony that I feed. I fund for myself. I do it by myself. And I fed them, made sure that they were all right. And I was getting alerts on my phone from Facebook. I didn't have time to actually find out what was going on because I have a job interview. I looked at my phone and I saw the image of the dog, a black and white dog, pit bull. She was laying in a cage, not big enough for her to stand up in, and 2 inches away from her face was a pile of excrement. She was laying on a rag. Her name was Ebony.
Ebony.
You remember Ebony,
Yeah,
right?
of course we
Yeah.
do.
You
Remember
Ebony?
all
Of course
of
we
them.
do.
You want a close picture of her?
All of
Have it
them.
She
here.
had been laying there, and I happened to have volunteered at CACC many years ago. I know that she was laying on top of a food dish, empty food dish. She had excrement between her toes. When I went to find out what was going on, I finally got home. I got further into the story. That's Ebony. That's Ebony. This is Ebony. This is a dog in your care. This is a dog that's in your care, and she's one dog, but she meant something to me, and she means something to everybody here. I had a contact that was trying to rescue this dog. I had people calling from North Carolina who had said that they would be willing to donate $600 to get her pulled and to get a cage built somewhere, a 12 by 12.
It's true.
The person, my contact was on the phone with CACC. She was on there for 3 hours trying to get through. The phone was picked up and hung up. The phone was picked up and hung up. When they finally got through, supposedly 30 minutes after this picture surfaced, this dog was put down. She had people across the states that were trying to rescue her. Now, I don't know, I'm just a recovering drug addict. I'm trying to make good on the second chance of life. As y'all see, I'm not fancy like a lot of the people up here. But I do know that this isn't right. And this happens way too many times. There are people here in this room who are willing to answer those phones for free. I will come down and I will answer those phones for free. This will not let cities in the world. This is unacceptable. And like I said, thank you for giving me your time. We have to do something about this. This is not acceptable for any animal that's coming into a care system. Not acceptable. Not acceptable. Not acceptable.
What if that was your baby?
Yeah, hi. My name's Elaine Boozler. I run a nationwide animal rescue called Tales of Joy. You can find it at talesofjoy.net. I will not speak to you with any emotion. Thank you for everything you want to do. I have to believe that you have some heart up there, or you wouldn't be serving on this board and listening to all this directed at you. If I was a business person, what I would see is the most amazing amount of people who want to give to your organization for free, do your work for you, help you do it better, and be there 24/7. Every rescuer in this room is broke and worn out, and me too. You know, it's why I keep working. But as I said, it's not about emotion. I know you don't care if a dog has a cold. That's not your job, and that's fine. You have a budget. We can increase your budget tenfold, if not 100-fold, if you would start to partner with the people in this room who are emotional.
Right.
And it's good business. It makes the city look better. It is just criminal for a city as... Please don't text while I'm speaking. I took off a day of work.
Yay.
This city is New York City. The world watches you. Even Italy doesn't put its dogs in the streets in the summer anymore. It is a shame that a city like this does this to living sentient beings that serve in the military, that go and visit hospitals. I think these dogs probably do a lot more volunteer time than perhaps some people in city government. This is not about emotion. This is about money and running your department better, showing a profit at the end, and looking good. And if you start to use us and let us in and stop the cover-up and let these people register with their nonprofits, with their time, you can keep your bonuses. Maybe we'll take up a collection for your bonuses. You can really be Wall Street. You can have the money, give us the darn animals. But you have to let us start participating in a way that not only benefits you, New York City, and living sentient beings, but the work that we put in that we are constantly clubbed down over because we can't get a foothold, even though we put in every penny we have and every moment we have. Please, put someone in there in outreach that I'll do it, that will let us start to partner with you and change this. I've been coming to these meetings for 30 years. Nothing changes. So in my 40 seconds left, for the questions that you refuse to answer, will you change it? I'm going to say this till the clock goes to 0. Will you change it?
Will you change it? Will you change it? Will you change it? Will you change it? Will you change it? Will you change it?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Can she speak? One more?
We're out of time.
No, we're not. One more
We're
person.
taxpayers.
We're out of time.
Does she have a